Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. It's Manchester United against Everton at Goodison Park. Also welcome if you've come across from That's Football, because I've still got Liverpool against Liverpool against Arsenal at the Emirates. It's still 2-2 there, but the Man United team news is just about to come in as well. So lots going on at the start of the show. The timer is purple and blue, or whatever you want to call it, because that is currently running for the Arsenal game. If you want to sink in with me, I have got that on at the moment. But we have also got Manchester United team news coming in, and a bit of a shock coming in, because I think a lot of people had thought that different things were going to happen with this Manchester United team today, and it's certainly not going to be the case. We've got this Manchester United team coming in. Arsenal have just won a corner here. They're all over Liverpool at the moment, and it's currently 2-2. But Manchester United team news has just come out, and I can tell you that the team news is a little bit of a surprise, with Cristiano Ronaldo is on the bench. We've got De Gea, Lindelof is in the team, but Varane makes the bench. So Varane on the bench, but Lindelof starts. De Gea, Dalot, Lindelof, Martinez, Luke Shaw starts. You've then got Casemiro, Eriksen and Bruno, and then the front three that everybody wanted, which is Antony and Anthony, Martial and Rashford in the team there. So team news is out. Varane on the bench. Team is out. Let me just pop that little bit of a tweet out as well. Still 2-2 Liverpool as well. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. Just going to whack that up there as well. There we go. Okay. Good to go. Good to go. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. Let me get the team on the screen for you as well. Quick change over there. Red Bull would be proud of that. Right, let's get this Manchester United side for you on screen. And take... pause and damn, there you go. Manchester United lineup for you on the screen there. We'll go to Everton in a minute. Just keeping an eye on this Liverpool game as well. Lots going on. But yeah, very, very happy with that Manchester United side. I mean, look, Varane's obviously not fit enough to start. I always feel with the centre-back as well, what's he on the bench for? Is he either fit enough to start or he's not fit enough to start? And he's obviously not fit enough to start, so why would he ever come on in the game anyway? Maybe he'll get 20 minutes at the end, but I think it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Salah's come off for Liverpool, by the way. Another bad performance for him. But yeah, look, I'm very happy with the front three. Very happy with the midfield three. And I think the defence is right, apart from Rafael Varane not playing, but he's obviously not fully fit enough to start. So Manchester United side, De Gea, Dalot, Varane is not on the bench. So Lindelof stays in the team with Martinez, Luke Shaw at left back, Casemiro. You've got obviously Bruno Fernandes and Eriksen in the midfield, and then Rashford, Antony, Martial. Look, it's a good United side. I think it's got the potential to get turned over, if I'm absolutely honest, but it's not a bad Manchester United side in the sense that, you know, it's not a lot we can do. The bench has got Heaton, Malacia, Varane, Fred, McTominay, Alanga, Pellistri, Ronaldo and Sancho on it. So Ronaldo on the bench as we expected, with Sancho and Malacia also on the bench. Let's have a look at this Everton side. I've got the Liverpool game on, don't worry. It's still 2-2 with 20 minutes to go. We could do with a draw in that for Manchester United, really. So the Everton side is Pickford, Coleman, Tarkowski, Cody, Mikalenko. Wait a minute, Martinelli for Arsenal. He's going to hit this. He's not. He's still got it. Gets it to Xhaka. He might hit it. Great cross. Alisson gets rid of it. So Pickford, Coleman, Tarkowski, Cody, Mikalenko. Then this midfield three we've got to be very careful about. I'm talking about power, tenacity, energy. Anana, Iwobi, Idrissa Gueye, and then a front three of Gordon, Damari Gray and Morpay. A front three that is very, very mobile. Calvert-Lewin's back on the bench for Everton as well. James Garner's on the bench for Everton, interestingly. Obviously, former United player. I forgot that we'd let him go there. But yeah, it's interesting. Everton, 7 points from the last 9. So I think that's going to be very interesting as well. But yeah, currently it is still... There we go. It will sort itself out. Arsenal got a penalty. Penalty for Arsenal. Penalty for Arsenal. Penalty for Arsenal here. We've got a penalty on Jesus. He's down. He's injured. I didn't see it because I was sorting out the stream. Penalty Arsenal. That's not a penalty. Never a penalty. He won't overrule it. I think it's a bit harsh. I think it's a little bit harsh. They've both gone for the same ball. It's a penalty to Arsenal here. I don't think it's going to get overruled. But it is a penalty. That clock there is for this Arsenal-Liverpool game. 2-2. 15 minutes to go. Thiago and Jesus have gone to kick the same ball. And he's caught Jesus. It's soft, but it is a penalty. I think it's going to get given. We'll talk more about Manchester United Everton as well as we build towards that game, which kicks off in 50 minutes' time. Hayden says it shouldn't be a penalty. Refs loving Arsenal today. I think the fact that he didn't give the handball in the first half. A bit of after there between Xhaka and Henderson. But he ain't going to overrule this. I'm just tweeting something here. Well, it is a penalty, and I don't think Saka will miss this to make it 3-2. Massive win for Arsenal if they get it as well. And he's got it. 3-2 to Arsenal. Scores the penalty. They've been very good second half, Arsenal, but I think Liverpool fans have got every right to be very unhappy with that referee, if I'm honest with you. Very, 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 very right. There was a handball in the first half, which I didn't think was a handball, to be fair. But it's borderline penalty, and I think that's borderline penalty, and Arsenal have got the favour from the referee there. I'd rather have Jamie Oliver as the referee than Michael Oliver, to be honest. Be very good penalty by Saka, but they didn't show the replay enough for me either. But I thought it was a soft penalty, I've got to be honest. And Klopp not very happy, but you know what you're going to do. Big goal for Arsenal. Arteta's loving it. He knows they're going back to the top of the league here, and you can't argue with Arsenal's season at the moment. Absolutely fantastic, isn't it? They're doing so well. Yeah, you're just looking for consistency, aren't you? I mean, I hope we don't fall victim of anything today at Goodison Park, because you just want some consistency. You want some consistency. That timer down there is for the Arsenal game. There's 15 minutes to go. Can Liverpool get back into it again? I don't know. It might be a big ask. I don't know. It might be a big ask. The reason that penalty, by the way, and it's always worth bearing in mind for the Liverpool for Man United's game tonight, is that when a referee gives the penalty on the pitch, it only gets overruled if it's clear and obviously not a penalty. So if he gives that penalty like that and it's a bit soft, it's never going to get overruled, because there is a reason to give it. They'll only overrule it if he's definitely got it wrong. So, Anyway, back to the Manchester United game. We'll keep an eye on that, but back to the Manchester United game. That is our team news for tonight. So let me just get the carousel running for you as well. So Manchester United against Everton. The Everton team, if you missed it, that's the Premier League table at the moment, and that is going to be as it stands. Arsenal go back to the top as it stands. Manchester United, we are still on that page, 17 points. We'd still be 3 points ahead of Liverpool. But Everton, obviously, 7 points from 9 for them. They're doing very, very well at the moment. And that midfield worries me. Casemiro today, though, that's the big story for me. Casemiro coming into this team. We have got a weakness at the back. Varane not in, so Lindelof comes in. Obviously, Maguire's still out injured as well. I'm worried. I'm worried about Lindelof. He's had some nightmares in the United shirt before, and I think he is a weak link in that team. I do worry about Lindelof, and but hopefully what we see with Casemiro today is a player that actually does that CDM role and protects that back four, because we need him to protect that back four. But there's two areas of the pitch that I'm concerned about with Manchester United. Obviously, Lindelof in the team is a concern. There's not a lot we can do about that. Lindelof playing with Martinez, with Varane only fit enough for the bench. But that midfield, I mentioned this in the preview, Onana, Idrissa Gueye and Iwobi, they're relentlessly powerful. And Eriksen and Bruno, they're soft. They're soft. They're not physical midfielders. And it puts a lot of pressure on Casemiro. I mean, I heard a few people saying, would it not have been an idea to play Fred in a game like this? But the problem is, are we not dropping into the problems that we've had in the past in some ways? And Ten Hag's not like this, but should we be picking a team that befits the opposition? Should Fred start? I'm going to write that down for the match reaction later. We're a few hours away from that. But I do look at that Everton team and I know their midfield is powerful. And I think, well, what are we going to try and do? Are we just going to try and beat power with, with the ball? When Eriksen and Bruno haven't been that good with the ball the last couple of games. So, yeah, I think the midfield is where games are won and lost, and I think that's going to be where I'm more concerned, to be honest with you, and how it plans. Astro, I'm blocking you, mate, because I know it's not doing that, so you're gone. I didn't say Fred was soft. I said, would it not have been an idea to put Fred in the midfield because he's tenacious? Fred and Casemiro, like Blaze says. Red Devil says worried about Lindelof as well. I've got a super chat to read here. It's from Mark. He says, Mark, this is the midfield we've been waiting for years. Casemiro, Eriksen and Bruno. If we don't destroy with this midfield, I'm giving up hope. Can't blame the Glazers. Yeah, but you know what? Every game's different, isn't it? And I feel that maybe in this game, that the way the midfield is set up could be a problem because we're playing a very powerful midfield. He's sticking to his principles, which I applaud, says WJ Barrett. I think you're right. I think that the way Ten Hag looks at Manchester United, Bruno and Eriksen are fundamental to the midfield and how he wants to play football. And it's either Casemiro or McTominay. He's not thinking about Fred and Casemiro or Casemiro and McTominay. It's Casemiro or McTominay. And that's the way he's going to go. Arsenal are winning 3-2 here with 10 minutes to go. They've been the better team second half. I think Liverpool first half were better, but second half they've been the better side. Bit fortuitous with the penalty, but it's a very, very good performance from them. Can I just say as well, very, very important to say this, you may see a number in the top hand corner, 1.498 thousand, 1,498,000. We can hit a massive target tonight. 1.5 million could be hit tonight. So please do subscribe, bottom right hand corner, and share the video because this channel could hit 1.5 million subscribers tonight, making it the first football channel to ever hit 1.5 million. No other football channel no other fan powered football channel has ever hit 1.5 million. So what an achievement for you, the community. So share the video and make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Someone said we've already hit 1.49. We haven't. Not yet. We're still on 1.498 and we're 200 away from 1.499. So that's something to keep an eye on. Please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. And we could hit 1.45 million tonight, which is a massive thank you to all of you lot. What a community we have. Do you think Maguire gets back in the United team, says Zach? I want to see Varane back in that team. that's what I want to see. I want to see Varane back in that team. I think if Varane's in that team tonight, I'm very, very confident. But as we know, you can. I mean, the front three, Martial in the team, very happy about that. Hopefully, Anthony can keep developing. Rashford deserves to start. Casemiro, Eriksen, and Bruno is the midfield that we want. Delo, I think everyone prefers him at right back. We're not going to change De Gea. Martinez is there. Luke Shaw probably deserves to start instead of Malacia. So, Lindelof's the one. Fred, Casemiro is a great alternative. Got great chemistry with the Brazil team, says MVP. The problem with playing Fred and Casemiro is you've got to drop Eriksen or Bruno. And I think one thing that Ten Hag has been pretty consistent with is that there are 2 or 3 players there's 4 or 5 players in that team that he's absolutely just not going to drop. Martinez, Anthony, Eriksen, and Bruno. I think those 4 players at the moment are the 4 players that you would say, that those players are players that he sees as his major players. You could have used Eriksen as a sub for Bruno. I mean, I think we could put ourselves in a position where we do overplay Bruno, to be honest with you. Delo's another one, you're right. Yeah, Delo's another one. Because there's no alternative to Delo, is there? Let's be honest. No hate, but I'm just glad McTominay's not starting, says Eddie Brown. And had hoped subbing 4 times would do it, says Black. And Mark, also Varane, I think he likes him, says Asher. Yeah, but obviously Varane's not fit to play today. Favourites FC, says Jay. Well, no, you can't. No. I don't. I'm not having that with Ten Hag. I don't think we've got a favourites FC situation going on. He's dropped Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw after the Brentford debacle. He's dropped Sancho and Malacia after the midweek debacle. McTominay came out of the team after the derby. So he is ruthless, but I think every manager's got to have certain players that are important to them. Otherwise, you're just going to keep. What I'm saying is that there's nothing wrong with a manager having players that they see as fundamental to their team that they want to pick. Otherwise, you're going to be changing your team every bloody week, and you can't do that. Why is Ronaldo not starting? He's a machine. Have some respect. Give him minutes. Says Sidant. You're probably one of the only people thinking that, Sidant. And Grant, thank you very much for welcome to the Members Club as well. Just lost my mouse now. Has it gone? Which players do we have to watch out for in the Everton side? Says Darren. I think it's when I look at that Everton team, I think the midfield is. I don't think that midfield is technically brilliant on the ball, but I think that midfield is so good, powerful. I think Goodison Park's a dangerous place for Manchester United because if we play anything like we did in Cyprus or in the derby, then we will lose this game. Everton are, I wouldn't say they're flying high. I don't think they're capable of flying high, but they're well organised. They're confident. Goodison Park is a very old-fashioned ground, and if we give them any encouragement, like if we go 1-0 down, I think we're in trouble tonight. I don't think that can happen. I think we've got to grab hold of the game and be, brave on the ball and possession from very, 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 very early on in this game. Like Atty says, we're well overdue a win at Goodison Park, and it's not been a happy hunting ground for United for quite a while now. So, yeah. But Everton don't tend to score a lot of goals, says whatever, and I agree with that. So hopefully that can be something that we really do take advantage of. I'm going to go with the Man United 1-0 win. But it could be a tight game. It could be a draw. Which players do we have to watch out for Everton, says Darren? So, no, I don't think there's any players individually we need to watch out for. I mean, Gordon's not bad. Damari Gray's capable of doing something. But I think Everton are a hard-working, well-organised side. They don't concede many goals. They've got the best defence in the league at the moment. And I think Ten Hag's picked the right front three, and I hope it works. But I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't work, and we do have to bring Ronaldo on in the last half an hour, because I think Cody and Tarkowski are very physical, old-fashioned centre-backs, and they may well be able to shut us down. So we'll have to see. But Ronaldo off the bench is an option, and I think he needs to be ready and focused, because I can see him being used in a game like this. Ronaldo on the 70th minute, says Sue. And how far will we go in the Europa League? Well, we're playing in the Premier League today, so I don't really want to talk about the Europa League. It's depressing. Do you think Rashford will be in the top 5 Golden Boot Premier League winners, says Caro? And support the manager, says Ving. And Pickford man of the match. Goldbridge, if you read this, I will sub. Mark, you have definitely put the team as the leaked one, so you can say I told you so. Don't know what you're talking about. I didn't leak the team this morning because I didn't know what the team was this morning. I did know this afternoon because somebody had already leaked it. So no, I don't. I think the team is. I mean, I don't know whether anyone has the time to just go and have a look at my preview, but I think the team is pretty much what I predicted in my preview anyway, isn't it? I think it pretty much is, apart from the fact that Varane would have come in if he'd have been fit. So, yeah, I think it's pretty much the same team. And I think you know, I don't think anybody can have much of a comment or complaint about the team anyway. Was that a penalty for Liverpool? Not been given. Don't know whether anyone's watching. Looked a bit soft. 2 minutes to go in the Arsenal game with Liverpool. Looks like it's going to be a very big win for Arsenal here, and a very big loss for Liverpool. Mark, what's all your predictions for this game? I think it'll be tight. I think we're gonna. I tell you what I will say, we're gonna have to earn this victory today. 100% are we gonna have to earn this victory today. They will be hard-working, well organised, and I think if we came out of this game and we won it 2 or 3-0, that would be a real step forward for Man United. I think we're gonna have to battle for everything that we do today, and it might not be pretty at times, to be honest with you. I'm hoping Martial can deliver. I'm hoping Rashford can deliver. I'm hoping Anthony can deliver. They've certainly got the quality and the individualistic nature to do it. We need Bruno and Eriksen to have a good game. I actually think there's a lot of people talking about Lindelof. There's not a lot of people talking about Casemiro, that front three. But I think if Bruno... I would say this. If Bruno and Eriksen have a good game, of course we'll win the game. If Bruno and Eriksen have a good game, they'll win the game. We'll win the game. If Bruno and Eriksen have a bad game, I think we'll lose it. AKA, thank you very much for the super chat there. And Everton won't sit back today, says Charlie. What good is Rashford's pace against the defending low block side? Hope he proves me wrong, otherwise he's just a one-trick pony, says Iris. And I think Martial's going to be not like he played the other games because now there are expectations and everyone's thinking he's back. What do you think, says Tib? I think it's very, very possible that Bruno Fernandes might have a bad game. Martial might struggle in a game like this. I don't think it's beyond the realms of possibility because it's going to be, if it's going to be a tight game, you're going to have to work hard. We're 50 subscribers away from 499,000. We're on the road to 1.5 million today, so please do subscribe and share the video. It could be an epic day for the channel and the community if we can do that. So please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Still 3-2 to Arsenal. We've got just what we got, 5 minutes added there. Arsenal leading here with 5 minutes of added time to go. It would be a very, very big win for Arsenal if they can get it. Jesus has just gone off. But look, I'm not really bothered about what Arsenal are doing at the moment. I'm not really bothered about what Man City are doing at the moment. We're not going to be challenging for the league this season. We're Manchester United and we're trying to challenge for something else. We're trying to challenge for, you know, top 4 credibility. We've just been stuffed last week. We need to be looking at our own. We've got to be looking to beat. We've got to be looking to beat Everton today. We're not here about Liverpool. We're not here about Man City. We're not here about Arsenal. Sad for Ronaldo. Hope it doesn't affect him personally with Eric Ten Hag, says Bala. But is it not the right decision to have Ronaldo on the bench? Is it not right? Is that not the right decision at the end of the day? I think that I love Ronaldo. Obviously, I've got my Ronaldo jumper on. I love Ronaldo, but it's completely the right decision that the front three is Martial and Anthony and Rashford. Great to hear. So, sorry, that's some here. I'm just talking about. People still giving Rashford stick after all he's done. You all need to watch Bruno, says Alicia. And if Ronaldo doesn't play against low block teams, there is no way he's going to play, says Rishav. Well, I think that's probably one of the better ways of analysing it. I think if Ronaldo had scored midweek, I would have started him today. I think that Everton are such a low block team. I mean, Cody and Tarkowski have got zero pace, really. So I think Ronaldo against those two, whipping crosses into the box, is exactly what you would want. But I can't pretend that Martial didn't play well when he came on, and I can't pretend that Ronaldo hasn't played well recently. So I don't have a problem with the team, but I don't think it's a given that Martial's going to play well today. We're going to have to move the ball very quickly to utilise Martial and Rashford and Anthony's strength, because if we move the ball slowly from back to front, we're not going to be able to whip cross. Martial's not going to win headers from crosses into the box, and neither's Rashford and neither's Anthony. So how we break Everton down is going to be quite interesting, because we're going to have to be about finesse and speed. Seems like we just hit 1 million. Congratulations, Mark. I'll share to my 32k followers. Thank you, Nelson. Thank you very much for the super chat as well. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Mark, at the end of the day, I support Ten Hag and the team, and I trust the process, and the fans need to do it as well, says Mark Friedman. What are your thoughts on the game, actually? Let's get a bit of a poll going. What's your result thoughts? Are you going to go Everton win? Are you going to go with a draw? Or are you going to go with a United win? Let me know in the comments. Get your vote in there. Do you think the wing backs are going to have to do a lot of work today, says Olsen? And I think all around the pitch today it's going to be a very difficult game. I do. I think it's. I think United are going to come out of this game and know that. Well, let's put it like this. One thing you know about Everton is they're going to work hard, and this is not like Man City. This is not like Liverpool. This is not like Arsenal. We're not playing a traditional top six side. We're playing a team at Goodison Park who are going to be ridiculously well organised and work ridiculously hard. So to win this game, we're going to have to work hard. I really like De Gea, but I feel he needs to be playing the sweeper keeper to clean up any mistakes. Well, thank you for that, Ake. And I think Everton are going to win, says Emperor. I'll tell you who is going to win. Arsenal. Arsenal are going to win. What a fantastic result for them this is. Puts them back on top of the league. They will start thinking about winning it now. I tell you. They'll start thinking about winning it now. Yeah, get your votes in. 63% are going with a Manchester United win here. Aniket says, Rashford has improved in the last few games. Maybe it's early to judge him. Look, you know what? Marcus Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Christian Eriksen, Anthony, anybody else you want to name. What's the problem with Manchester United players? We know they can play well. And then on the other hand, we know that they can play absolutely dreadfully as well. So, you know, the inconsistency is the problem for Manchester United. And it will continue to be the problem until we become consistent. You look at Arsenal, and Arsenal are ridiculously consistent. That's what they are. They're consistent at the moment. And look, Arteta's built that up over a number of years. He's been allowed to change his goalkeeper. I mean, I think this is a great point, and it's probably one that people will never discuss. But people talk about the goalkeeper. Would Manchester United let Erik Ten Hag drop David De Gea and buy a new goalkeeper? Arsenal let Arteta get rid of Leno to buy Ramsdale. That is how much support he's been given. And you've got to give that. And if Ten Hag doesn't get that support, how can he succeed? How can he succeed? How many Everton players would make the Man United team, says Ruddock. And we'll be heavily watching if the wingers help the fullback, says Matt. Rashi is in the mood. He's great help, but if the head drops, I'd rather have Sancho in, says Matt. Well, look, thank you very much for being a member, Aaron, for 3 months. I've got no issue at all with Jadon Sancho being out of this team. I've got no interest. I've got no issue with Malacia being out of this team or Ronaldo being out of this team. I think Martial, Rashford and Luke Shaw are worthy of starting in this game. And I think that when you look at the seasons that the way that Ten Hag has managed this team so far this season, I think it's absolutely correct that there is rotation within the team when people don't perform well. Arsenal can finish second, but no chance of first, says Manchester United. And Mark, Ronaldo did play well, but he was rusty on the finishing. I think it has a lot to do with the minutes he's been given. 245 minutes of game time to date, says Jack. And I think the referee has just blown the whistle. So it's a huge, huge win for Arsenal. Arteta's jumping around like a jack in a box. Massive win. I think Michael Oliver's going to run over and give him a hug as well. But no, taking nothing away from Arsenal, it's a big win for them. I can't deny there's a hint of jealousy about what Arsenal are achieving at the moment, and there can be no denying that they are doing very, very well, and we are not in that atmosphere at the moment, are we? I wish we were, but we aren't. So hopefully at some point we can be. But we've got to focus on ourselves. That's Arsenal back on top of the league. We're looking at Manchester United with the opportunity there. When you look at the league table, what have we got? An opportunity of moving ourselves into the top 5 again. So that's what we've got to be looking to do. Zayn Miasi says champions in the making. Look, people keep saying Man City are going to run away with it. I'm not so sure about that. We are half an hour away from Manchester United's game starting here. Obviously, Arsenal have just beaten Liverpool 3-2 at the Emirates, putting themselves firmly back on top of the league. Hi Mark, says Neil Wainwright, enjoying the show. I think it's a must-win game. What do you think? Yes, absolutely, categorically, 100% agree with you. I think you're absolutely correct there. I think that United have to win this game. Arsenal's only loss, Manchester United, says Max Wood. But I've got to admit, I said it in the preview and I'll say it again now. I am nervous about this game. I think that we are. I was saying this on That's Football actually. We seem to be. We're going to have to do this the hard way. We've got Everton today away from home. Goodison Park's a difficult place to go. They're on their best run under Frank Lampard. They've got 7 points from 9. They're a very hard-working team. Next week at Old Trafford, we've got Newcastle. Newcastle are in the form of their career as well. I mean, obviously not since the days of Keegan, but Newcastle are doing really, really well at the moment. After that, we've got Chelsea, who found their form as well. So the next 3 games are obviously Everton tonight, Newcastle, and then I think we've got Spurs and Chelsea, and they're all going to be difficult games. And I think that if we play like we did in Cyprus and we play like we did in the Manchester Derby, we're going to lose again in the next 4 games. In fact, we'll lose more than 1. We've got to step up to the plate. I was saying today to somebody, I said I couldn't believe in the Manchester Derby last week that it's a derby and they put that amount of focus and mentality in. So yeah, Dylan, welcome to the Members Club. And Adam, all right mate, could you call my brother Owen a Pratt? Owen, apparently you are a Pratt. There you go. I think we're going to win 2-1 tonight, says Mick. I think it is I think it is a must-win game for United. If I'm being honest. And the reason I think that is that if we win, we go up to 5th place. But we have got some difficult games to come, and I feel that Brighton probably will fall away. But I don't think Newcastle, Newcastle are 5th and they've got money. I don't think Newcastle are going to drop off massively. I think that, Bournemouth, I don't expect them to do much, or Fulham. Liverpool will start picking up the points soon. I think we've got to start winning because we don't want to get dragged down. And also, can I just say, the red herring in the room, I suppose, is we've been 4-0 down twice out of 7 games in the Premier League so far at half time. We absolutely, if we lose today, we've won 4, lost 4. We can't put ourselves in that position. We've got to win. If we're stepping forward and we're moving forward, we've got to win. And I'm not putting pressure on Ten Hag, and I'm not putting pressure on the players or us as fans, but 4 wins and 4 losses we've got to be better than that. We've got to be better than that. And I think that we're not unreasonable to expect that. But we will not beat Everton, Newcastle, Chelsea and Spurs in our next 4 Premier League games if we do not play well. And, you know, after that, we've got West Ham, who are improving. And then after that, we've got Villa, who by then will have probably sacked Gerrard and be improving. So there's no easy games for United between now and the break for the World Cup, and we need to win as many of them as possible. So tonight has to be a must-win game for us. Of course it does. Shout out to my man Speeds, to Sahana. Marcel hat-trick. I mean, look, there's nothing more I would like from United tonight than for us to go out there and brush aside Everton 2 or 3-0, because if we did do that, we've done it against a good team. But it's a long season. There's a very long season ahead of us. We're currently 12 points off Arsenal. But if we won our 2 games in hand tonight and the game in hand, we're 6 off Arsenal. So, look, we've just got to focus on ourselves, but we've got to start winning these sort of games. And I think the key to the game, I know I say this a lot, but the key to the game is the midfield. They've got Onana, Idrissa Gueye and Iwobi, and they're all ridiculously powerful, energetic midfielders. We've got Bruno and Eriksen, who've looked sluggish in the last 2 games, and then we've got Casemiro coming in. This has to be the turning point for Manchester United. Casemiro has to be the player that comes in and makes the difference. And Eriksen and Bruno cannot be sluggish. They cannot waste the ball. So I think the midfield has to be on it for Manchester United today. Ryan says, Mark, probably not the time, but have you tried Football Manager 2022? I think I'll end up just playing Football Manager 23, to be honest. And Daniel says, I'm a bit off topic here, but have you seen Bournemouth in 8th? It's crazy when everyone had them getting relegated at the start of the season, says Daniel. They're doing fantastic work, Bournemouth, and I think O'Neill deserves to get the job there, doesn't he? Make sure you subscribe to the channel, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. You're all very, very welcome. I say this with focus because we're currently on 1.499 subscribers, which means we are less than 1,000 subscribers away from 1.5 million. This is massive. We will be the first football fan channel to hit 1.5 million subscribers. So what an achievement for the community this is. We can hit it tonight. So if you are watching, please do subscribe. And if you have subscribed, click the share button and share it out there. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can hit that amazing target, I suppose you could call it that. But yeah, that's where we are. So we're about 20 minutes away from the start of this game. I'm looking forward to it. I've got to say, personally, I've been looking forward to this ever since probably a half time at Man City, maybe even half an hour into the Man City game, because I knew it was over. And I was like, we need that Everton game and we need it now. So it's been a long week. I know we went to Cyprus and won, but it's been a long week waiting for this. And I just can't wait for it to start, because whatever happened in Cyprus, and it wasn't great, but whatever happened in Cyprus, the real reaction has to be in the Premier League. And there's not many harder places to go after losing in the Manchester derby at the Emirates like we did. There's not that many harder games to have to play. And this is one of them. This is one of them. Goodison Park, traditional, old school ground, tight, atmospheric ground. I think it's going to be an interesting game. I really, really do. What's our lineup? I'll put it up on the screen for you now, mate. It was whizzing round. I don't know whether it's stopped, but let me just put it up for you. Where is it? Graphics. There you go. There's the United lineup, and I mean, we've spoken about it. I presume everybody's happy with it. I'm just going to end the poll on the scoreline. 21% going with an Everton win, 17% going with a draw, 62% going with the United win, and we've had 16,000 votes. So that's good to see. Very, very good to see. Tough game tonight, says Cupid. May not look like it, but it will be. Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be tough. And Martial's got to show character. I think, you know what? Put some respect on Everton's defence. I don't think we're going to... I think sometimes you've got to look at a game. It's a bit like a Formula One race. This morning I was watching it. It's in the wet. They've got the wet tyres on. It's a very different race. I think that sometimes you have to look at a football game like that and you have to go, look, Everton aren't going to open up and play a high line. Everton are going to be compact and work hard, and they're going to fight for every ball. Will Ronaldo score today, says Akshay. I'd like to predict Ronaldo will score today. I don't know necessarily whether he will do, but he may well score today. But my point I was going to make is that this is a game where Martial could work his absolute socks off, and Martial could be in banging form, but he might not get anything out of it. It might not be the sort of game that suits Martial. It might be very compact, very a chance of very few chances. I don't know how it's going to work for Martial. He could be banging form and it might not work. And it might be in the second half with 20 minutes to go. It's so tight. You bring Ronaldo on, a cross comes in, he heads it in and we win 1-0. It could be that sort of a game. In fact, that's the sort of game I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a game that's very tight and it's very stop-start. And there's a lot of fouls and there's a lot of physicality. I think it's going to be like that. And I hope it's not. I hope that Rashford and Antony and Martial really do produce some moments of magic and play really, really well. But I think I just feel it will be a very competitive game. Refreshing to see rotation and minutes being given to the whole squad. Each player given a chance to earn a spot. Hopefully Donny can fight soon, says LJ. Congratulations, Mark, for 1.5 million. I don't think we've hit it yet, Karan. And this fan base deserves every bit of suffering. Support the manager that doesn't prove anything. Support is earned, not given. Toxic positivity is killing the club. Ten Hag out. Well, what's that all about? What's that all about? Make sure you subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We've not hit 1.5 million yet. We're 700 subscribers away. So please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, and share the video. Dance says, it's Goodison Park just after Liverpool lost and everyone and their mum has had a bevy. To call the fans buzzing will be an understatement. Yeah. And I hope the Rashford-Martial link-up breaks Everton down. Hope we have a good game, says SK. I tell you what I will tell you for free, and I'll tell you this for free. Right here, right now, if we're not up for this, we'll lose. This is not the sort of place you go to and coast. You've got to fight as hard as they do. If I'm in the dressing room, I'm doing another YouTube All-Stars speech and I'm saying, look, we are the underdogs here. We are the meats. We're going into a ground where they're all wearing blue. They think we're vulnerable. And they're gonna come at us like a pack of hungry dogs, and they're gonna be cheered on by this crowd. To win this game, you're gonna have to go out there in the first 15 minutes, and you're gonna have to show me you're up for the fight. Don't go out there thinking you'll wait for your moment to skip past someone and whip it in the top corner. First 15 minutes, every 50-50, you've got to go for it. You've got to fight. You've got to run around. You've got to earn the right to get yourself back into this game because they're gonna want it from minute one. They've got the crowd, they've got the hunger, they're going to want it, and you've got to want it. You can't just go on that pitch and think, we've got the better players. You're going to have to fight for the right to stay in this game, because if you go into this game, like you did against Man City, it'll be gone. And I say this to you right now, if they score the first goal, they'll score the second goal. Because if you give them the first goal and you thought they were all over you, watch what happens when we go 1-0 down. That crowd will go up another level, and their engines will find the spark again. You've got to stop them scoring the first goal, and you've got to fight them. And I always say this as well. It doesn't matter whether it's Kidderminster Harriers against Man City. If all 22 of them got in a boxing ring and had a fight, Man City don't win because they've got expensive players. It's 11 men against 11 men in a fight. Kidderminster Harriers could win that. Man City could win that. People forget that. In a football game, if it becomes a bit of a physical battle, you can lose that no matter how good you are. You've got to be up for the fight. And United have got to be up for it today, because I think it's exactly the sort of game where that could be really, really important. Max Wood says, Martial brace and Golden Boot winner. Welcome. Bad's been a member for 9 months. Shame Arsenal still haven't beat anyone good yet. Hey, Arsenal are doing well. Give them some credit. Martial and Rashford will win as the game, as they work well as a unit. They know each other so well. Ten Hag must have been a fly on my wall last night, says Blink. And Mark, Lindelof is a worrying point for me. He always panics when he's under pressure. What do you think, says Hamza. And I think Shaw and Rashford combination will be very good too. Underrated pairing, says Omar. Look, Lindelof's the weak link. I don't even want to be nasty to Lindelof, and I think he's a very useful centre back as a backup. I don't think there's any issue with Victor Lindelof in that sense, but it's he's not Rafael Varane, and he is a weak link, but I don't think it's something we can we can't do anything about it. If Varane was fit, he would play. Lindelof's not playing because Varane's been benched. Varane's obviously is not fit to play. Beto, thank you very much. But in fairness to Lindelof, if Van Dijk's not playing for Liverpool and they play Joe Gomez, it's a weakness. It is. It is a weakness because Joe Gomez is not as good as Van Dijk. So we can be worried about it and we can know that it's a weak area, but it doesn't mean it's part of football. This is what happens, isn't it? It's part of football. These things can happen. So we've just got to get on with it and hope it's not a problem. And to be honest with you, Maupay, Gordon, Damari Gray, it's not Salah, Firmino and Diaz, is it? It's not Saka, Jesus and Martinelli. It's Maupay, Damari Gray and Gordon. So look, Lindelof as a professional footballer should be able to do and deal with those, shouldn't he? How serious is Varane's injury? Well, he's on the bench, so it can't be massively serious, but hopefully he'll be back soon. We're 600 subscribers away from 1.5 million. Are you excited? You should be excited. You should be excited. This is an amazing moment for this community that we've built up over all these years. 1.5 million subscribers. No football fan channel has ever hit 1.5 million subscribers. We are going to do it as a community tonight for the first, and we'll be the first ones to do it. So big shout out to you. Exciting. And hopefully, United have got to win as well. We can't hit 1.5 million subscribers and United not win. So make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, because I want to hit it before the game. I don't want to be hitting it because we're 4-0 down and loads of rival fans are jumping on. Will you do a separate video on if Jurgen should get fired from his role, as we are like 10th in 9 games? I feel he has to go, says Nathan Allen. Oh, mate, come on. I'm no fan of Liverpool, but I know a lot of Liverpool fans. There's absolutely no way they're going to want Jurgen Klopp to go. And also, Liverpool were unlucky today. Arsenal got the win, fair play, but they were unlucky. It was a close game and they lost players to injury. Diaz's injury was massive. Well done on 1.5, mate. Mark, says Ricky. Thank you very much. We've not hit it yet, though. There's a long way to go. There's a long way to go. And I thought Liverpool were a bit unlucky today, but that game against Man City next week will be interesting. Martial went off warming up, holding his hip, says Darren. And AM, welcome to the members club. I don't know whether that's true or not. I'm just going to check my phone, but Martial's hurt his hip in the warm-up. Brian Roberts says, United to win 3-0. Great show, Mark. Like as always, says Brian Roberts. If Martial is injured, then I'm going to lose my shit. I'm going to absolutely lose my shit. We cannot have a player in our team who can't stay fit. That cannot be true. We cannot have that. That can't be true. Please tell me it's not. I've just realised I've still got the Liverpool game on, so I'm just going to change my channel to. It's not on Sky. I think it's on B. I mean, does anybody know why it's on at 7 o'clock anyway? I mean, I'm not complaining now. I'm settled in. Winter nights, autumn. Got my pyjamas on. I haven't got my pyjamas on. I've got my slippers on. Get a cup of tea on in a minute. But I don't really understand why this game is on at 7 o'clock on a Sunday. I mean, it's a nice little novelty, don't get me wrong. But I'm normally having a bath thinking about the week ahead. So I'm just having a quick look around here, see if there's anything on about Martial. Let's have a look if I can see anything. I've not had any messages about it, so... Martial... There are some people talking about it. Let's have a look. I mean, look, whether he ends up injured or not, can I just say this? This is what happens when people start saying, he's back, we're back, he's back. What did I say about Martial a couple of weeks ago? I said, for me, went down the tunnel with a physio, says Luke. I said this. It's not Martial's fault, but I'll be fucking fuming if he's injured. Stefan, welcome to members. It's raining at Goodison Park as well, by the way. So it's going to be a windy, wet night here. Great. I said this about Martial a couple of weeks ago. I said, he reminds me of Cavani. He reminds me of Cavani, whereby he can score a goal in an important game. You think you can't wait for him to play the next game. And then the manager comes out in the press conference and says he's got an injury. If he's injured again, that's 3 injuries in the first 7 games. We can't have that. You can't be back if you're injury prone. So there's 3 things with Martial. Can he get over his injury problems? Because if he can't, there's no point. Can he get over his consistency problems in relation to his form? Because if he can't, there's no point. And thirdly, if he can get over his consistency problems and he can get over his injury problems, is he good enough to be our number 9 every week? So there's 3 big hurdles for Martial to jump over. I think he can be. I might be in the minority, but I think he can be good enough to be our number 9. I think he's got some really major pluses. His hold-up play is good. He's an intelligent footballer. He can finish. But if he can't overcome his inconsistency and he can't overcome his injuries, it doesn't matter how good he is. It doesn't. Turn the page on City. Casemiro's starting. Come on, the lads, says Greg. And why did Eric come out and say Cristiano will bring goals in an interview like he will be a starter but bench him? For me, it's lying to one of the best, says Nathan. Nathan's on one today. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. We don't know about Martial here. Apparently, he's hurt his hip in the warm-up. I'll be absolutely gutted and furious if he's injured. I mean, we'd basically have an injury-prone player on our shoulders again. Maybe Martial is just not lucky at the moment, says Shahin. Mate, it's 3 different injuries in 7 games. Like that's not unlucky. That's just injury prone, isn't it? But look, hopefully it's nothing too serious. You could just throw Ronaldo into the team. I don't think it would be a bad idea. I mean, one thing you've got to say now is, if you're Eric Ten Hag, is it worth risking him? Is it worth risking him in such an important game? Maybe you say to Ronaldo, I'm not going to risk him. I want you to be my man. Get your kit on. Because if you start with Martial and then he goes, I'm not ready, Ronaldo might not be in the same mindset as if you say, I want you to start. Greg, welcome to the Members Club. Thank you for joining. If you want to join and support the channel, you get your badge next to your name. We've got exclusive content as well. Thank you very much for getting involved. And Bit says, counter-attack United or possession around the box today, Mark, says Bito. Well, it won't be. It's very interesting. I think we'll approach the game like we did Leicester and Southampton. I think it will be a 50-50 possession game. I think it will be. Yeah, I think look back to Leicester and Southampton. I think it will be like that. I think it will be quite an equal game where hopefully our quality gets us the goal, but we'll have to defend well. I don't think we'll counter-attack because I don't think Everton are a team that will want to be counter-attacked, but I wouldn't mind that. Started watching United stand from the pandemic and have enjoyed your content ever since, even when we've had different opinions. Huge shout out, says Ashatush. Yeah, well, I think the people who get what this community is all about really understand what it's all about. I've always said this from day one. It's about opinion, and basically the vision with the United stand has always been, I'll say what I think, and I'll be stubborn about it because it's what I think. And what you're meant to do is sometimes go, I agree with that. Yeah, that's interesting. Or more importantly, sometimes you're meant to go, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. It's about getting you thinking about what you think about football in your football club. So that's what the United Stand's all about. I know there are people out there that just try and do it for likes all the time, and that's great. Well done. But it's not. We want real opinion, and for real opinion you've sometimes got to say the difficult things, like, I was watching Arsenal-Liverpool. I think that's a really, really poor refereeing performance, not because I don't want Arsenal to win or I want Liverpool to win. I actually wanted a draw, but I don't think it was a handball on Gabriel, but it could have been a handball, and I don't think it was a penalty on Jesus, but it could have been a penalty. And as a referee, I think you've got to try and think, well, I could have given a penalty for a handball, I didn't. Why am I giving a penalty for that? But, some people will disagree with that. And fair play. Get them thinking. Replace Lindelof for Varane, and this is our best 11. Shaw has shown improvement, which I did not expect. I agree. I think today, if Varane had been fit, you put him in the team. That is our best 11 at the moment. Carmine's been a member for 6 months. I'm tuning in from Adelaide, South Australia. It's currently 4:24 a.m. and I can't wait for the game. Yeah, wherever you're watching, thank you very much for tuning in. This fan base is unbelievable. We've been doing this for, God, I think it's coming up for 8 years now. And it's always been people all over the world watching and getting involved because they love this football club. So wherever you're watching, let us know in the chat. And watching from Malta, says Ladios. Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for getting involved. And please keep sharing the video to get new people in to subscribe because we are getting so close. We're only 300 subscribers away from 1.5 million. I would love to have done it before the kickoff because then we could have gone 1.5 million, hooray, and then focus on the game. But I think it's going to happen during the game, which is going to be very interesting. But if you haven't subscribed, please do it in the bottom right-hand corner. Because we're very close to hitting 1.5 million, which I've got a little bit of a speech ready for you lot because it's down to you lot at the end of the day. Big up Mark, says EJ. Potter improving Chelsea football game by game is scary, and this is before he brings in his own players. Yeah, we're playing them in a couple of weeks as well, Nathan. Watching from India, says Himanshu. Just because we don't always agree doesn't mean we can't get on. Been watching since about 100k, says Rudolph the Red. Look, Robert McCormack might be watching, he might not be. We often disagree on most things, but I massively respect Robert because he backs up his own opinions, he explains what he's on about, and you know, he's been watching the channel for ages. And I don't have a problem with people disagreeing. I don't know why people have to turn it into something personal. I don't mind disagreeing. It just shows passion, and that's what it's all about. Like Ricky, I don't agree with half the stuff he says. Your 8th year anniversary was August the 6th, 2014. There you go, Chris. Thank you very much. Thanks for checking that out. Yeah, players are coming out onto the pitch. Martial is out. Martial is fit. Phew. Martial walks out. Let me just tweet that out. Yeah, he's all right, which is good. Good news there. Martial walks out. Yeah, we don't want scares like that, especially with a player where it would not surprise me if he was pulling out injured. So players come out onto the pitch here. It's a proper. I mean, when did summer disappear? I mean, I don't know what it's been like where you are, but the UK, like, God, was it June and July? We had 2 heat waves. It's like 30 degrees at night, which is unheard of. You know, ice cubes galore. It was just, you know, really, really hot. Felt like that was 5 minutes ago that you were walking around in your pants. And now it's chucking it down with rain. It's dark and it's not even 7 o'clock. Autumn is here. And I like it. I like the autumn, but it does feel like it's just leaped up upon us. And United are going to have to be up for it tonight. It's going to be a battle, and it's a very traditional game you've got here. Goodison Park is one of the few grounds that hasn't changed really since I was a kid. It's Goodison Park. It's a night game. It's chucking it down with rain, and Everton are a team of hard workers. If you want the 3 points tonight, Manchester United, you got to go and get it, boys. You got to go and take it because it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a cracker. It might not be a cracker for the neutral, but for Man United fans and Everton fans, I think this is going to be a game about who wants it most. Merker, welcome to the Members Club. I'm looking forward to this. And I think my granny's less injury prone than Martial. We do need a striker in January, says Triggered Salt. And also Krista's joined as a member as well. Thank you very much for all the new members. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. We're getting so close to 1.5 million. We are currently only 80 subscribers away. We're 80 subscribers away. And I've just realised I'm an idiot. I've not got the timer set. I will get it ready. Don't worry. He's not about to start just yet. Don't start yet. I've got to change the timer colour. Okay. And now I've got to make sure it's big enough. Is it big enough? Let me do that. And next, my next trick, I'm going to start the timer. Please just work. Where are you, timer? Oh, right, you're in the wrong place. I knew it. No. Bit left a bit. Oh, come on. Right a bit. Little shit. It'll do. It'll do. It's not started yet anyway. Let's get ready to start. Let's get ready to start. How are we all doing then? How are we all doing then? Let's get ready, United. Let's get ready to rumble. Greetings from Czechoslovakia, says Thomas. Do you know any players from Czechoslovakia? Poborski. And Omkar says, I really like Erik Ten Hag for not making favourites and getting his vision through. We need a reaction, Omkar. We need a reaction tonight. Is there any reason for Ronaldo not starting? Says Rod. He doesn't want to start him. I think you've got to start Martial. That's what you've got to do. Right, we're off here. Ready to go. Bruno's about to kick it off. Really important that we start well in the first few minutes. Bruno starts the game. And we're good to go. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. We're so close to 1.5 million. But Manchester United are up and running here. And we've got the ball with Lindelof. I'm sure he'll hit it long. Surprise, surprise. Lindelof whacks it long straight to Pickford. Some things never change. Some things never change. Long ball from Lindelof. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. First thing he did. There we go. That time is better now, isn't it? That's much better. That's much better. Everton on the attack, though. Right-hand side. Cross comes in. Overhits. And I am. Welcome to the Members Club. Thank you very much for joining. People are saying we've hit 1.5 million. Let me just have a quick check. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Mine's not updated. I've still got 80 off. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Apparently we've hit 1.5. Not the best time to hit it when the game's just started, but I'll come back to that because we're here for the game. Just calm yourself down. We're very stretched here. We're very stretched. There's a lot of space between our attack and our midfield and our defensive line. I thought we'd be a little bit more compact. Try not get fired tomorrow. Live on United Stand FC, please, Mark. But looking forward to Goldbridge ball, says Nathan Allen. Okay, a lot of people are saying 1.5. Yes, 1.5 million. Well done, everybody. That is a fantastic thing. I just want to say, because the game's going on, I would like to have... I will speak more about it at half-time, hopefully. But I just want to say massive, massive shout-out to all of you lot. Hitting 1.5 million... For the first time, any fan channels hit 1.5 million. So it's a big, big target to hit. And it's all because of you lot. The community's fantastic. Thanks to everyone who gets involved with the United Stand. Remember, we're live every night, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning. Watch-alongs, match reaction, player ratings, the whole lot. It's been a fantastic journey. And to hit 1.5 million is completely down to all of you who watch and get involved and support the channel. So, look, it's a big, big achievement, and it's your achievement, really. I know there's people who put the work in and they know who they are, but ultimately, it's only as good as the people who watch and get involved. And, 1.5 million subscribers is 1.5 million people hitting the subscribe button. So it's down to you lot. Thank you very, very much. And I'm really proud of it. And I'm proud of the community that we've built. So 1.5 million, the first football fan channel to hit 1.5 million. And it's all down to you lot. So thank you very much. And let's hope Manchester United can deliver the performance to get us that win on this memorable night. So well done to everyone. Big thumbs up. Love to see all the love and comments in the chat. And Chris says, congratulations on hitting 1.5 million as well. So let's hope Manchester United can hit Everton for 6 or for 3 points. You can't get 6. 6 goals, 3 points would be nice. 1.5 million, completed it, mate. It's amazing. We are the biggest football fan channel in the world. I think there are bigger football YouTube channels out there who do it individually, but we are the biggest football fan channel in the world. And it's your community. We're the biggest. We've always been the most viewed, but now we are the biggest on subscribers as well. So, yeah, it's nice to have that, isn't it? I don't need any awards or recognition. It's about what we do. Right, Everton, as I said, let's get into the game. We've had 3-4 minutes now, and it's very, very intense. It's very tenacious. It's very fast. Nobody's really able to get a grip on the game at the moment. It's very much your ball, our ball, to me, to you. Chuckle vision football is what I call it. If everybody donates £1, we could buy a new striker, says Greg. Would you trust it though? Imagine if imagine if we raised 30 million quid and then said to Richard Arnold, we as the fans of United Stand have raised £30 million for you to buy Gakpo in January. Thanks for that. And then in January we don't do it and we see £30 million going in dividends to the Glazers. I can see this game only going one way, tight. Surely that's a foul on Casemiro there. Oh, Iwobi. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, for fuck's sake, mate. Fuck off. Fucking why? Why? You know what's starting to piss me off as well is why are these shots not being saved? What? And I'm not blaming De Gea, but why are they always going in the fucking top corner? What the fuck? What? Why does it have to happen every bloody week? And what's Casemiro doing there as well? Fucking Real Madrid CDM gets stuck on the ball. I mean, it's not a foul. He wants a foul. I don't think it is a foul. It's one of those. It's very similar to what happened. Fucking hell. It's a bloody great. The problem is the finish by Iwobi is just bloody brilliant. It's just fuck off. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm sure people save up their worldies for United. Bollocks. What did I say about going down 1-0? What did I say about going down 1-0? Oh, fucking hell. This is the same as City. There's so much space between the front line and the back line. It's like watching us play against Leicester last year. The gap between the defence and the attack is fucking huge. Have we not learnt any? Look at that gap. It's massive. Play more compact. Push the defensive line up or attack, help and support. Playing with the front fucking four again. What are we doing? It's the same shit as last week. Why are we playing with the front four? Bruno needs to drop into the midfield. We're playing a 4-2-4. Fucking get your heads... What? Get your heads on. Get your heads on. Screw your heads on. Here we go. Anthony, come on. Ericsson. Oh, come on. Well, I mean, going back to the goal, Casemiro loses the ball. But to be honest with you, it is the mistake by Casemiro and he will get the blame for it. And you've got to give him the blame for it. But ultimately, that easily could have been given as a foul as well. I don't think it was a foul, but I think it could have been given as a foul. But where that foul happens, come on, yeah, you've got to put some blame on Casemiro for that. It could have been given a foul. It wasn't. But it's a long way from there to being a goal. Like, why has Iwobi got all that space to shoot? Lovely run by Delo. Oh, blocked. This is better. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, yeah, 100%. Casemiro's got to do better. I believe, yeah, he has. But why is Iwobi getting a free shot from the edge of the box? Who was meant to be marking Iwobi? Bruno went down. Oh, no, that's Delo there. I mean, you can't be 1-0 down in the first bloody 10 minutes at Goodison Park. You give yourself a bloody... We've done what Liverpool did at the Emirates. You know, an early mistake. Good play by Martinez here. Anthony. Come on, lads. You're going to have to bloody work for it now. I'll tell you what, if we come back from this, we still need to learn how to start fucking games, let's be honest. Get me a cup of tea and biscuits. I need some hobnobs. I'm trying to quit. Get me some hobnobs. United players don't deserve to be paid for a full year. It's pathetic, says Johnny. I want to see that goal back again because I know what happened with Casemiro, but I want to know why Iwobi's getting a free shot on the edge of the box. Can you blame De Gea on the goal? You know what? I want to. I love De Gea, but I want to blame him because you know why I want to blame him? Because I'm fed up of every goal being unsavable. And I actually think the 2 in Cyprus, the 6 against City and that one, I don't think they're really savable. I don't think, you know, and I love De Gea and I'll stick up for De Gea. I always will do, but I'm even at the point now where I want to blame somebody, but you can't blame him. I mean, it's a bit like that goal reminds me of the goal that Lloris conceded against Partey. These are professional footballers in the Premier League. If you give them a free shot from the edge of the box, they can beat a goalkeeper. I was speaking to Ben Foster about this last week. He said, in training, when I was at United, and you give people like Rooney and Ronaldo a shot on the edge of the box, they'll score. Piece of piss. People think, you know, a goalkeeper should save it when it's from outside the box. But actually, if they put it where it should go, you can't get near it. And I don't think De Gea could get near that. Ericsson CDM is the problem, says MVP. Well, I actually think that I'd need to see the goal again because Onana wins the ball off Casemiro. So who's marking Iwobi? Idrissa Gueye is with Bruno. So again, you've got to say Iwobi is Ericsson's man. Thank you for the super chat from Christopher. Bruno plays too high up. Oh, mate, I need to take some notes. He's been playing as a fucking support striker for about a year. Ollie did it. Ranić did it. And now Ten Hag's doing it. You're playing away from home against a team that's got 7 points from 9. And we're playing a 4-4-2. In fact, we're not even playing a 4-4-2. We're playing a 4-2-4. Bruno's level with fucking Martial, Rashford and Anthony. The gap in the midfield is massive. There's this line of four, and then there's 2. And they're just running through it. I don't know what we're trying to do. I spent a lot of time looking at this week. Carlos says it was Ericsson's fault. He passed the Casemiro, who had an Everton player too close to him. Ericsson just wanted to get rid of the ball and complimented Casemiro, says Carlos. Well, I'd have to see it again. But I spent some time this week looking at Shaw and Ericsson not following the run at Iwobi, says Liam. I spent some time looking at the Man City game because I was confused as to how we got broke up. How many times last week did Man City run at our back four and there was no midfielders there? And I couldn't understand it. I was like, but we never had any attacks in the first half. So how were they breaking on our back four? And basically, it was like this. The reason they were breaking on our back four wasn't because we attacked, because we didn't. It's because we were playing a 4-2-4. The wingers were really far forward against Man City, and so was Bruno. So Ericsson and McTominay were just getting absolutely swamped. Goal! He's done it again! It's the man from Brazil! It's Antony! Antony! Tony! It's rubbish. It's a rubbish joke, but he's done it again! On the break, Manchester United 1-1, and Antony is becoming very handy. Very handy indeed. And Lampard will be fuming because Antony's made it 1-1. Get in! Get in. His finishing with that wonderful left foot is delightful. And look, it is a long ball. Iwobi. Bruno wins it. Bad pass. Martial, lovely timed pass. Antony's in. On the break. Get in. A mistake by Everton. Point pounced upon by Bruno. Martial, lovely weighted ball. That's what Martial can bring in the number 9 position as well. Martial is a fantastic, creative, intelligent player. He gets the ball into Antony. It's a lovely finish. We're back in this. We're back in this now. Come on. Calm heads. Been saying Bruno Eriksson, but it's just creativity, not enough defensive discipline, says SK. Eriksson has proper lost his mojo, says Antony. And hi Mark, sorry a bit off topic, but do you ever feel a bit overwhelmed with 55,000 people watching? No, not really, PT. I think I enjoy it. It's nice interacting with people on live sports. And Manchester United back in this game. Bloody hell did we need that. We needed that. And it sort of came from nothing. It's raining, it's windy. I think Everton made a mistake in the midfield. Bruno pounced upon it, got it to Martial quickly, and then we could use the pace on the break very, very quickly. And Everton can't be organised when they lose the ball in those positions. Let's get our heads on now. 1-1, it's a bit like 0-0. Let's get back in it now. They've made a mistake, we've made a mistake. Win the game. Oh, Casemiro again gets his foot in. Just need to calm it down. How many goals is that for Antony now then? Premier League, I think he's got 3 goals, hasn't he? Just Kevin, what are you doing? Do it again, and you're gone. Restart the game. We have basically restarted the game, Xander. Bruno won back the ball from the midfield. Christopher, he didn't win the fucking ball back. It was a bad pass from Everton. Congratulations on 1.5 million, Mark. And that's not, I like Bruno. Bruno's one of my favourite players. But what I'm saying is that comes from a mistake from Everton, just like we did. And then Bruno did really well. I'm on the Antony hype train, says Simran. I tell you what, he's a clinical finisher. He's a clinical finisher. Antony's a baller, says MV Pete. I don't know whether he's a baller. He's a bloody good finisher. Oh, shit. I've not got the... somebody just said 70% possession. Apologies, everybody. Let me just get rid of... we don't need to see... Does anyone really want to see the league table? I'll bring it up at half-time. I'm not interested in that. I want to see the stats. So, as you can see there, United 72% possession... 140 passes to 51. Yeah, you know, that early goal probably took our eyes off the prize there. Dominating the ball. Good to see. I don't think Everton will be too fussed about that. But I'll show you the league table in a minute. Congratulations on 1.5 million subscribers. Not good, you can see 2 minutes after, but it's not down. It's down to you providing us the best content and being the best YouTuber, says Nathan. Thank you very much. Please do subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner, everybody. We are 1-1 here, Manchester United and Everton. A bad start, a very bad start, but Gordon trying to get in the face of Rashford there, trying to rough him up a bit. That ain't going to work on people like Rashi. Got to win this game tonight now. And I you know what? I think sometimes you can score a bit early. I thought tonight in the Arsenal game, they scored early and Liverpool took hold of the game. And they didn't really, take advantage of how much of the ball they had in that first half. And then Arsenal were able to regroup and they got the goal before half time and then they were the better team in the second half. Everton here, they've scored early, their tails will have been up and United might be able to just pounce on that and respond with more of the ball. Here's Ericsson. Good shot, low down, Pickford saves, goes for a corner. When are you becoming Man United manager, says Nez? I don't need to. Ten Hag's doing a great job. Started watching for the meltdown under Mourinho. Stayed for the great content. Keep up the good work, says Rodri. Thank you, everyone who's getting involved. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. We've just hit 1.5 million. The biggest football fan channel in the world. And it's yours. You've made it. Well done, everybody. And we're hoping that United are going to get a win. I don't care how we get a win tonight. I'm not bothered about pretty play. I want the 3 points. Here we go. Anthony went for a shot. Keep the possession. Keep the work going. Christine, one of our members, you can see with the badge, just said Martial doesn't look like he's 100%. Well, he's got an assist. He's got an assist. We need to win. Difference between 5th and mid-table. A loss will be a big setback, says Ricky. Well, hopefully, we've had the rustiness in the first 5 minutes and we'll settle into the game now. I like the way Casemiro sits in front of the back four and just dictates things. But look at how many players Casemiro's got around him. There's like 3 or 4 blue shirts because he's all on his own in the midfield. Like there's no... Look at the midfield of Man United. We're playing this weird system, which is basically a 4-2-4. There's nobody near Casemiro. Look, Ericsson. Where's Ericsson? Where's Bruno? Like, if that ball breaks down, there's fucking 6 blue shirts and only Casemiro. Nice ball in. Bruno, take your time. Take your time. Cut back. Martial! Oh, he took it off Anthony. He took it off him. I see the belief on the pitch today, says Reza. Even after we conceded, we didn't crumble. Yeah, we're having a lot of ball here. It should have been 2-0 there. Mark, I think Everton might be putting extra pressure on Casemiro, says Juan. Here we go, Bruno. Cut back. Martial. Oh, good defending by Onana. Congratulations to you, Mark, and all the team on and off screen, says Paul Crampton. Thank you very much, pal. There was an offside here. Well, we're creating chances. There's a lot of chances being created in the box. Bruno was offside there. And Div says, here's wishing you even greater success for the future. Well, thanks, everyone. Thanks for all your nice messages. But as I said, the biggest congratulations is to you lot for, building this community and believing in it and in getting involved. I need to get this second goal here. We're on top at the moment. Man United have had 95% possession in the last 5 minutes. Have a stretch. Casemiro needs these sort of games, though. He needs these sort of games. Like, I think Ten Hag made a mistake not giving Casemiro game time. I knew he was going to be rusty today. I knew he wasn't going to come into the game and be Real Madrid Casemiro from the Champions League final. You've got to play him. You've got to play him, and you've got to play him every game. And you've got, after 5 or 6 games, if he's not good enough, he doesn't suit the Premier League. He doesn't suit the Premier League. But you can't just keep giving him 20 minutes here and a start in the Europa League. You've got to play him now. There was a reason to take McTominay out of the team. Maybe there wasn't a reason before. Now he's out of the team. You've got to keep Casemiro in the team and just keep playing him and playing him and playing him and playing him. Congratulations to everyone, says Catherine, Mark, Adam, Beth, Ricky, all. I like Delo, but he's having a bad start, bad passes. And that was from Elvin. And loving the We Want Glazers Out chant, says Jordan White. I tell you what, we've got to be brave on the ball here because we are leaving a lot of United players really high up the pitch. I mean, you just can't see Anthony or Rashford. We've got the ball in our own penalty box here, and you cannot even see them. Lovely ball by Casemiro there into Delo. That was really intelligent. I don't know whether McTominay could have done that. I'm not digging McTominay out there, but that was just really intelligent by Casemiro, and that's what a proper CDM can do. Passing out from the back, and now we're on the halfway line. And this is a good passing move from United. I mean, we just wouldn't be able to do this years ago. Chase it, Luke. That was lovely by Casemiro, wasn't it? But it was a lovely bit of passing from Manchester United all the way round. Need to keep this energy going, says Wayne. Look, we deserve to get that goal from Anthony. That's good by David De Gea, quick off his line. Lots of Glazers out chants from the fans. Our ball, ref. Our ball. "25 minutes gone, 1-1. It's got to be a win today. Thanks for the sticker there, Garth Morgan. Says, good job. Thank you very much. Gareth, not Garth. Mike said on Greek TV that Martial is a fraud and Ronaldo should retire. Welcome to the Members Club, Dan and Hunter. Thank you very much for joining. And Lit says, congratulations on 1.5 million. Growing up in the States, I never really watched football and now I watch every game because of you. Thank you for giving my life a new passion. Oh, that's a nice message, mate. Thank you very much. Wherever you're watching, appreciate that. Do you think David De Gea holds on to the ball for too long, says Clinton? I'd rather he kept hold of it a little bit longer so that he makes sure he makes the pass rather than try and pass it and misplace it. I mean, I think that's just... Ronaldo's warming up here. Oh dear, looks like Martial may be off. Ronaldo's coming on. Fucking hell. He's just injury prone, isn't he? It is so sad. It's so sad. You can't build a team. You can't build a team on players that are going to be that injury prone. It's 3 separate injuries in 7 games. Like, most people don't get that many injuries in a season, and he's had them already. Do you think De Gea? Yeah, I've done that one. Welcome to the Members Club. Rick and Casemiro made a mistake, but like you said, he needs some more consistent game time, says Quinn. And thank you so much, Mark. Congratulations for 1.5 million, says Jacko. Keep up the great work. Always a pleasure. And match day would not be the same without you. Thank you, Jacko. You're very, very welcome. So Ronaldo's coming on here. I mean, look. All those Ronaldo haters might be... I mean, look. You know, sometimes I wear a jumper and I just don't know why. You know... I said Nunez would score today and people laughed at me, and he did. Is the jumper another prediction from Goldbridge that's going to come true? Ronaldo's coming on. He looks happy. He looks happy. You can't fault him for looking happy. I would question why he started the game. If he had a hip problem and then he's gone on the pitch. Ronaldo looks happy, but Martial shouldn't have started, says welcome to the Members Club, David. Yeah. It'll be gutted, Ten Hag. It'll be absolutely gutted. You just can't build a team on somebody who's injury prone. Doesn't matter how good he is. Up the tunnel he goes. That's a completely different injury to what he's had before. Shamoni. Oh, well, look, I love Ronaldo. I hope he can deliver something. But it's a different... I've got to be honest, it's a different... it makes us different. You know, Martial's a very different player to Ronaldo. You know, you want Ronaldo to be coming on with 20 minutes to go. You don't want him to be coming on with 20 minutes gone with Martial injured. But look, the stage is set. Sol, thanks for being a member for 2 months. King says, hope Anthony is being an example for the United board to pursue the players the manager wants. Good point, good point. Calm me down, bro, says Eric. And Cap says, Martial needs even more easing into the team, maybe 4 games, 30 minutes, says Cap. And Anthony is the first Man United player to score in each of his first 3 appearances in the Premier League for the club, says Lee. Very, very interesting point. Thank you very much. Lampard loved that. Just showing the goal again. Just need to be a bit careful. I think the energy that we had after the goal was very, very good. And I think the game has just gone into a lull. And we were performing the better side. And we don't want to let Everton back into the game. You need to put you need to keep your neck on. You need to put the foot on the neck, basically. Keep the pressure on. Galaxy says, if that doesn't prove we need another striker, nothing well. Well, if Ronaldo gets injured or doesn't find form, we've got nobody else. Rashford's not a striker. Here's a Wobie. Yeah, I think this game is now... I think that Martial thing, because Martial got the assist as well. I think that Martial thing just leaves us a little bit, you know, uncertain again. Thank you for that there. So what's the reason you aren't training or playing like Ajax? Because to me that's weird. We haven't got the players, Nathan. And suppose that's the only way to force the team to press high. Leave Casemiro alone, by the way. I'm loving Martinez more and more, says Joseph. Thank you very much. Well done on 1.5 million, says Sai. Wait a minute. Nice little... Oh, no. Everton will clear it. Love listening to your videos while I'm trucking all week. Thanks, Sai, and happy for you and the team for achieving 1.5 million, says Shook. Thank you very much. Well, I'll be more happy if we win this bloody game. Here we go, Everton on the break, but look at that from De Gea. Super fast off his line there. I tell you what, I've noticed it tonight. De Gea is way, way quicker off his line. Right, here we go. Bruno. He'd never do that normally. De Gea would never normally do that. He's been out of his box twice, once to the edge of his box in the first half an hour. Even last month he wouldn't be doing that. So, you know, he's learning, as Marvin said. And I always said that. Deleu's improved, McTominay's improved. There are players that have improved under Ten Hag, and there's just, you know, it makes a big difference when your keeper's willing to do that. It takes the pressure off your defenders. You don't have to deal with it. Nice ball by Martinez there. He's got such a cultured way of passing out from the back. Martial brace no longer. Don't think he can win. GB, says Maxwell. Golden boot. Lindelof, flick. Oh, Rashi, come on. What's that, Bruno? It's fucking aimless. You don't even know where you're passing that ball. He didn't look where he was passing that ball there. He just whacked it into a space where he thought there might be a player. Don't let it bounce. Well done, Casemiro. That was Casemiro who whacked that ball, sorry. Well, it was a shit ball by Casemiro then. See, I don't have favourites. You can't just whack a ball into an aimless space where nobody's there. We need to get some momentum back here. We had 72% possession. Well, that was fucking Bruno. That was Bruno then. At least he's tracking back. It's been a bit wasteful with the ball here. Looks like he moved Anthony to the left and Rashford to the right, perhaps to highlight crosses more now that Ronaldo is in the match, says Alex. Well, the game plan's changed. I think that's the thing that's really frustrating for Ten Hag. Thanks for the super chat, Caden. The game plan has changed now, hasn't it? You lose Martial and the game plan changes. Let's be honest. Remember, in the second half, we'll have player ratings where you can mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average, star for your man of the match. And then in my match reaction, that aggregates all your votes into the player ratings. But a bit early for that at the moment. Lovely little play, but Eriksen's too slow. And Onana is an absolute giant compared to Eriksen. Looks like he's going to be a really good signing for Everton, actually. Casemiro, good play. Oh, fucking Bruno, take it! That's confident play by Delo. Martinez won't mind it. Give him out. Give him a pass. Lovely little run. Go on, Luke. Go on, Luke. Come on, just track it. Track it. Track it. Cross. Cross. Fucking hell. Rashford. Ronaldo. Casemiro. Oh, block. Bruno. Oh, pass it to Rashford. Get in! Is it offside? Offside. Fuck off. Thought it was in. Yeah, Ronaldo was offside. If Ronaldo hadn't been bloody moaning about the cross, he'd have been back onside. The cross was shit by Luke Shaw, though. It needed to be... I think our final pass. It's our final pass. Sort the final pass out. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook and the DJ revolves it. Ice, ice, baby. Vanilla ice, ice, baby. No, 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 no. I say stop, collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new adventure. Come on, United. Pump it up. We've got to pump it up here. "37 minutes. We don't want a draw in this. You know, I think a draw is a possibility, as is a loss or a win. But I think the way this game's gone, let's win this game. Let's go and win this game. What that pass is by Delo, I don't know. We seem to be playing... I tell you what I've noticed a lot. That happened there with Delo's pass. I'm noticing a lot in this game. We are playing passes that are going in between two players. Like Delo's moaning about it there. He's played a pass. And both, I think, Martinez and Eriksen, or Martinez and Shaw, neither of them want it. Watch it, here he goes. He passes it. Yeah, Eriksen doesn't want it. You know, at this level... You've got to assume the pass is for you, and I think a few times in this half we've played a pass and two players have gone, oh, it must be for you, and then we don't win the ball. Every loser wins once the dream begins. Nick Berry, classic. Yeah, so we've lost Martial early on in this game, which is a shame. It is a big shame. It's a very, very big shame. Hi, Mark. Have you heard anything about when Varane will be back? He's on the bench, Chris. He's on the bench today. Everton. Don't give him so much space, Awobi. I mean, to be fair, Everton have really not had anything going on, have they? That's it. Well won. Pass it out. Pass it out. Here we go. Ericsson, have a look. Have a look. Bit of possession on the final third here. Thank you so much. You helped me relive the memory of watching football with my dad. Unfortunately, he passed away a few days ago, says Ethan. Rest in peace to your dad, Ethan. Thoughts with you and your family. Let's hope we can get a result, eh? And Mark, do you think we're overplaying Ericsson, says Donald? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, why Ericsson's 30. You know, people talk about obviously what happened for Denmark and the heart condition, but to be honest, you know, the heart condition doesn't mean that we can only play him once a week. Like, his heart condition is not an issue. He can play football. Otherwise, if it was an issue, he wouldn't be able to play football. So, are we overplaying a 31-year-old? Not really. Lovely ball by Ericsson there. And into Ronaldo. He needs some help. Better play. Not a great finish, but better. What do you mean the score's gone? It's there. It's 1-1. Let me load it up for you. It's fine at my end. Why is Ericsson matching McTominay's mojo? Hidden presence as sub. Right, here's Rashford on the wing. Cross comes in. Casemiro! Oh, what a miss. What a miss. Timo Casemiro. Oh, I'm getting visions of my career mode last week. It's a lovely ball by Rashford. Oh, my God. It's a lovely cross. Oh, he's got to score at this level. You've got to score. It's a sitter. Ten Hag can't believe it. Should be 2-1. It's a great... I tell you what, for a CDM, it's a bloody great run, but he's got to finish. I was trying to send a super chat for an hour just to congratulate, but YouTube kept asking me to edit and try again. I'm cancelling my membership, says Muzzy. Okay. And it's going to be one of those games. No. We've got to keep our heads, keep our focus. Focus on the positives of a very good run. There's a lovely cross by Rashford, DK. He says, I can't believe it. It was Goldbridge-esque. Yeah, if you watched my career mode last week, I missed the... It was easier, actually. It was a lot easier than Casemiro's, but I still missed. It's interesting, isn't it? Core staff says that Casemiro's been brilliant since the mistake, and then you've got Eol says Casemiro's been playing horrendous. I know which one I trust more, but the fact is probably neither are true. Casemiro playing horrendous. I think he's had a really good game apart from, you know, his part in the Everton goal. I think the fact that he's making those runs from deep is... I've never seen McTominay or Ericsson do that, and he's the CDM, Casemiro. So I think he's had a very good game. I think his passing's been good. It's difficult. It's difficult out there. It's very wet and windy, but I think he's played well. I think he'll get better and better as well. He's just gone and played a bad pass now. Don't let me talk about players positively because it always jinxes them. Oh, he makes a great recovery tackle, though. And now Ronaldo's in. He needs some help. Oh, get in! Get in! Sue! Get in! I told you! The T-shirt! The jumper! Casemiro to Ronaldo! Get in! Yeah, he's finished! He's finished, apparently! Get out of my club! Get out of my club! He's finished! He's finished! Get him out of my club! You absolute imbecile peasants! You're an absolute disgrace! You know who you are! Get him out of my club! He's finished! Penaldo! United fans! Saying that about a legend! You bloody idiots. You bloody idiots. What a goal. Manchester United, brilliant tackle by Casemiro. The Real Madrid connection. And a fantastic finish by Ronaldo. You get out of our club. You bloody scumbags. Turning on a legend. Get out. Get in. 2-1. Sit down. Fucking sit down. Brilliant. Brilliant. That's what we've been waiting for. That's what we've been waiting for. That is what we've been waiting for. What a tackle by Casemiro. What a finish by Ronaldo. 700th career club goal. Fucking, I don't even know why I put this jumper on. I knew he wasn't starting. I knew he wasn't even starting. Get in. 1.5 million subscribers and Ronaldo scores. Goats appreciate goats. It's brilliant. Time to show he's a proven match winner and a world-class player. It's a brilliant finish as well. Bloody brilliant finish. But Casemiro's tackle, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Get in. Thing is, he's not even, you look at him and he just knows. He just knows deep down. It's like, I keep saying this, never write Ronaldo off. You're an absolute cretin of football knowledge if you write him off. And people keep doing it. You know, Joe from Norwich with 20,000 followers. I'm telling you, Ronaldo's fell off. It's the end. Well, Joe, I'm telling you, you're talking about one of the greatest players that's ever played the game who's been written off more times than an empty checkbook. He will keep coming back. You cannot write this. He'll say it on his Wikipedia page. He was written off so many times and he'll keep coming back. And one day he won't come back, but I wouldn't predict it because you're always going to look a dick. You're always going to look a dick. Don't write Ronaldo off. Don't do it. Like, it's one of the most easy lessons to learn in football. Don't write him off. And also, I'd never bloody write him off anyway. I just love the guy. I think he's a just brilliant player, legend of the club. But that goal there, it's not a bloody tap-in. He's run down the wing and smacked it in.